What's going on, y'all, and happy Juneteenth. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far, and I hope that everybody woke up happy and healthy. Now, with all of that said, let's go ahead and slide on these topics. So, I want to discuss this situation that's going down with Arie and her mother, Miss Joy Simpson, because the both of them have recently come out and exposed India's father, Ralph Simpson, for SA. Apparently and allegedly, Ralph Simpson did some things to Arie that was inappropriate as a father, as a man, or whatever the case may be when she was younger. And also, Ralph is accused of R-ing India's mother. Now, Ralph was a professional basketball player back in the day, and according to India and her mother, this man was a monster and wasn't a joy to be around or to live with. And so, over the last weekend, of course it was Father's Day, India started to take to her Instagram to post some messages to her story. So let me share those with you right now. So India says, if you have a good relationship with your father, count it a blessing. A lot of us do not. Then she says, I'm not posting this message today to tell you that I'm struggling, because I'm not. I've spent my entire adult life working through my issues with my father. I've come a long way. My mother, though, is now coming to terms with her feelings, and we're supporting each other in telling a deeply personal shared story, a family story. If you know me, you know I share a lot, but I don't share everything. This moment is a final unburdening of the story that began with the song Get It Together from the album Voyage to India. So today I'm standing with my mom, as my mom is standing for me. Lastly, if you have a good father that you have a good relationship with, truly celebrate that. That gives a priceless strength to the foundation of your life. With love, India and Mom. Now, what I want to do right now is play this audio recording of India's mom talking about the years of ABUSE that she and her daughter endured, and it's very bone chilling, to say the very least. So I want you guys to check it out, and I'll be back.
My India Arie is a survivor. I want to be clear, we're not talking about Ralph Sampson from the Houston Rockets. No Father's Day for you, Ralph Simpson. No Father's Day for you, Ralph Simpson. A secret has a stench that can rot a family from the inside out and destroy future generations. The family curse stops here on this Father's Day, June 15th, 2025. I've kept this secret for over 45 years. My India Arie is a survivor. I want to be clear, we're not talking about Ralph Sampson from the Houston Rockets. Ralph Simpson, the former ABA, NBA basketball player with the Denver Nuggets, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Detroit Pistons. Your daughter, India Arie. Yeah, that Ralph Simpson. I've kept this secret for over 45 years. You, Ralph Simpson, you said husbands can't rape their wives. You raped me? I stayed quiet. You raped your daughter when she was a very young child. I stayed quiet. I still allowed you to publicly be the father that you appeared to be, and not the sick father that you are. You, Ralph Simpson, there will be no Father's Day cards for you, or calls, or text from India. So stop trying to reach out to her for money or forgiveness. India said she wrote about this in a song called Get It Together. A part of the first verse of the song says, one shot to your heart without breaking your skin. No one has the power to hurt you like your kin. I kept it inside. I didn't tell no one else. I didn't even want to admit it to myself. I watched India for years on the national and international stages, before and after her concerts. I watched her cancel some of her tour dates because she needed to receive medical care. She just struggled. She struggled. She carried that weight around her soul for many years. And he tells me that she went around the world trying to find ways to heal herself and to help others heal through her music. You, Ralph Simpson, gave her a lot to heal from. with God therapy, life therapy, music therapy, journaling. This helped her make it through the crazy. You should also know that she is good. But me as her mother, I'm not so good. But I'm still my father's daughter. My father was a legendary Jackson State prison guard. My personal goals were to remove you from this planet permanently, but India would not allow me to do that. In her infinite wisdom, she said, "Mom, if you do that, then you'll be gone forever too." Those words changed my life, and only God kept me from going to that crazy place in my head or to prison forever. Ralph Simpson, my perpetrator, my predator. I will never forgive you for breaking my head open like an egg. The surgeons required 50 staples to close the middle of my skull. I had to read that stuff for months, see it on the news, and even in my doctor's office. India told me about the last conversation you had with her. You wanted more money. The last words that she said to you were, "I'm going to show you mercy today. But I also need you to never try to call me or contact me through my brother, my mom, ever." One more thing. I will never forgive you for stealing your son's money. Your son, Jawan Simpson, worked all summer after college, bussing tables, cutting grass, anything he could do to make money to purchase his car that summer. He sent the money to you to save for him. You gambled all of his money away. Jawan did get his car that summer. This is the same son that bought you a car that you then sold and gambled the money away. He still pays your rent to this day so you could have a roof over your head. My son Jawan is a father, an awesome dad, awesome man. My India, Arie, is a survivor. Ralph Simpson, the $370,000 that you never paid in child support, keep it. I'm sorry you're sick, and I'm sad for you. I'm sorry you have no money. I'm sorry about a lot of things. I am no longer broken, and I will continue to pray for you from one human to another. I don't want to see anybody suffer, not even you. I know we all just want to be okay. The family curse stops here on this Father's Day, June 15th, 2025. Happy Father's Day to all the good men out there.
Alright, so you guys just heard all of that, and I'm extremely proud of India and her mother that they had the fortitude, the courage to come forward and really tell their truth. I'm pretty sure that this wasn't an easy decision to actually release this to the public, but at the end of the day, your mental health and the inner peace that you receive from doing something like this, by releasing this burden that has been weighing you down for so many years, I believe will be worth it for both India and her mom. So ultimately, I wish them the best moving forward, that they find peace, serenity, and tranquility and live the rest of their lives happy as possible. I really do. And I really love India Arie as an artist. I have all of her music as well, so I'm just wishing her the best, along with her mom. But anyway, let's move along because I want to talk about this situation that's going down with Wendy Williams. So Wendy's ex-husband, Kelvin Hunter, decided to take it upon himself and file a $250 million federal lawsuit to end her guardianship. Now, according to reports, the lawsuit is against Wendy's guardian, Sabrina Morrissey, Wells Fargo, her ex-manager, Bernie Young, and her one-time financial advisor, Lori Schiller, and others. And they claim that the guardianship has become a weapon, not a shield. Now, details of the lawsuit also state that Wendy is being ABUSED, neglected, and defrauded by her court-appointed guardian. The guardianship serves no therapeutic purpose. It's not protective. It is punishment, pure and simple. The suit also addressed Wendy's ongoing issue of being trapped in her assisted living facility, which gives her limited access to a phone and hinders her relationships with friends and family. Now, the lawsuit goes on to state that Wendy has been subjected to being overmedicated and allege her guardian is ignoring medical advice regarding Wendy's mental health, stating that she is fully competent despite being diagnosed with Graves' disease, frontotemporal dementia, and progressive aphasia. Now, the suit goes on to accuse Sabrina Morrissey of poor financial management, also alleging that she was not properly vetting payments made using Wendy's accounts and claims she wasn't making timely payments. The document also lists 22 counts, including violation of free speech and access to courts, unlawful isolation, negligence, professional malpractice, defamation, and more. Now, what's interesting about this whole dynamic is that Wendy told TMZ that she had no idea that Kelvin was filing this lawsuit and she has nothing to do with it, and that she feels that this is just a money grab on his behalf. Now, it's very clear and evident that the funds are running low as it pertains to Kelvin and Sharina. The funds are running low, they've been running low, and things like that. But I saw a lot of people online agreeing with this lawsuit that Kelvin has filed. They feel that this is rightfully justified, but in my honest estimation, I just look at this as pure foolishness on the part of Kelvin. You're her ex-husband, right? She's in the predicament that she's in because of you, to be honest, right? And I personally think that he needs to go get a job and stay the hell out of Wendy's financial business, right? You know, at the end of the day, you thought that you and Sharina had the perfect storybook ending, that you were going to run away with millions upon millions of dollars and live your life with your new family and things of that nature, and everything was just going to be all good. But Wendy made sure that you were not going to live off of her finances, taking care of another family and a baby that you actually had on her. So I'm just going to keep it all the way G. I just think that he needs to go get a job. Now, another thing that I want to say, I hope that Wendy is being truthful about the fact that she had no idea that Kelvin was going to file this lawsuit, because I would hope that everything that he put her through, that she would not realign herself with him. So basically what this boils down to is that Kelvin needs to get up off his ass and go make something of himself. He really does. He's not entitled to Wendy's fortune and fame anymore. And listen, when he had access to Wendy's finances, look at how he took advantage of her. Buying Sharina clothes, cars, jewelry, and things of that nature. Just being a complete fool out here in these streets, right? Just embarrassing her to the 10th power. And you have the nerve, the unmitigated gall to go file a lawsuit on her behalf. Let me go ahead. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything I discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.